Once you learn to read, you will be forever free. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false, and to incur my own abhorrence. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. I prayed for freedom for 20 years, but received no answer until I prayed with my legs. The white man's happiness cannot be purchased by the black man's misery. To suppress free speech is a double wrong. It violates the rights of the hearer as well as those of the speaker. People might not get all they work for in this world, but they must certainly work for all they get. Power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did and it never will. I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong. It is not light that we need, but fire. It is not the gentle shower, but thunder. We need the storm, the whirlwind, and the earthquake. Slaves are generally expected to sing as well as to work. Slaves sing most when they are most unhappy. The songs of the slave represent the sorrows of his heart, and he is relieved by them, only as an aching heart is relieved by its tears. No man can put a chain about the ankle of his fellow man without at last finding the other end fastened about his own neck. A man is worked upon by what he works on. He may carve out his circumstances, but his circumstances will carve him out as well. The life of a nation is secure only while the nation is honest, truthful, and virtuous. Power concedes nothing without a demand. I had as well be killed running as die standing. Some know the value of education by having it. I know its value by not having it. You have seen how a man was made a slave, you shall see how a slave was made a man. What to the slave is the 4th of July? What to the slave is the 4th of July? The destiny of the colored American is the destiny of America. The soul that is within me no man can degrade. The man who is right is a majority. He who has God and conscience on his side has a majority against the universe. A man who will enslave his own blood may not be safely relied on for magnanimity. Freedom is a road seldom traveled by the multitude. My hopes were never brighter than now. The silver trump of freedom roused in my soul eternal wakefulness. At a time like this, scorching irony, not convincing argument, is needed.
Our destiny is largely in our hands. We have to do with the past only as we can make it useful to the present and the future. I didn't know I was a slave until I found out I couldn't do the things I wanted. The relation between the white and colored people of this country is the great, paramount, imperative, and all-commanding question for this age and nation to solve. I will give Mr. Freeland the credit of being the best master I ever had, till I became my own master. What upon earth is the matter with the American people? Do they really covet the world's ridicule as well as their own social and political ruin?